And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish. Here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Towns. And he converts the layup. Towns has got 5.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Next
And
substitution.
a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. That's to Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Achua. Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Offline from the top of the key.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
That's to Prince. Kuzma outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Anunoby. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I'll tell you, 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team. Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate on another level. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude. And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here. Outside Brunson. Over Lillard. And that one's good. Brunson's got 6. He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers. Pass to Kuzma. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Achua. Stolen by Bridges. Outside Achua. Over Kuzma. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Knicks out in front. Up by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks? They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game. Here's Payne. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Kuzma for 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Kuzma's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Outside Robinson. Bridges outside. Over Kuzma. Bridges misses. The Bucks trail. Lillard with the ball. That's Payne picking him up. Lillard with the bucket. It doesn't matter where he is on the floor.
floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
Pass to Bridges. Now here's Achua. Shot on the wing. And again, the Knicks missing. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. Just a quick dribble right into his running. Lillard with the economy of motion.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Second with about a minute and a half gone by. Boris, it's hard to believe that Knicks' title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
That fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggle, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
To win the run. New York again can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 5. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Lopez. From deep three-point land. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up from the New York Knicks. Nothing on offense from them yet in the second quarter.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
Lillard. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Outside Brunson. Here's the three. He's off on that one. Now the Bucks with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Lillard. Lillard finishing with authority.
What an athletic play from Lillard. More than capable of just jamming it down.
Here's Brunson. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Lopez. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Lillard left side. Just 5 on the clock. The Knicks with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Well, Grant, there are a few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Antetokounmpo with the block.
With such an imposing defensive force, Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. And Lopez gets it to go.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Towns for 3. Rebounded by Lopez. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Back to Lillard. Oh, Lillard laces in a 3.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket is good. And now an 11-point Milwaukee lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Lopez. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard. Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Bucks. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Pass to Lillard. This one for three. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside Robinson. Here's Dadier. Back to Robinson. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Three. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 5. Outside McBride. Pass to Payne. Fires the three. Nails it from 3. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players, to the coaches, to the front office, and the fans. They pressed all the right buttons.
Pass to Prince. And another miss by Milwaukee. And here are the Knicks now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. It's Prince on the wing. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 4-point game. Count the basket and the foul! It's on Kevin Porter.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career? From role player to star player.
Yeah, he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to drive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
And he's going 1 for 1 in the game so far. That one drops. He ties it up. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Trent from long range.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Brunson. A floater. It's all in by Portis. Outside Porter. Outside Green. That three's off the mark. And And here are the Knicks. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Brunson on the drive. Can't hit from in close. The Bucks trail. Outside for Green. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Porter. Count it.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
It's Bridges on the way. Here's Hart. Rebound, Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who always have the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow.
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Trent outside. Cash assisting on the play with Porter. Trent's got himself going here. His first point to the game on the deep ball. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it back. Outside Hart. Bridges outside. And here's Brunson from the arc. It's all in by Portis. Here's Livingston. It's all in by Robinson. Here's Towns. And that's not going to go. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Milwaukee out in front. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter is sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense?
Allie, thank you. Prince with the bucket.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Brunson misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
First team foul.
Knicks on D. Trailing by 5. Kuzma outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Pass to Brunson. They set the pick. From the arc. That one's down for Brunson.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
On a good ball for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. It's stolen by Kuzma. Hit a couple numbers in transition. Pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Now Towns. Fires the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Back to Lillard. quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Count the basket. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Come on, man. I mean, just using his long frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. Brunson driving. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Damian Lillard picks first.
Jalen Brunson's driving ability just puts such extraordinary pressure on defenses.
2 shots.
Both free throws, good from Brunson. Here's Milwaukee. They lead by 1. Lillard outside. Prince. Towns with a rebound.
With not a defender in sight, there's no one to blame but himself.
To take the lead. No good, off the front rim.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Lillard. It's rebounded by New York. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Brunson's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard. Pass to Prince. From distance. Prince has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the confidence to take and make a big-time shot.
Carter Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
3 points.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Lillard outside. Great assist by Antetokounmpo. That one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back 3.
Pass to Towns. Lets it go to the baseline and nails it.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns well known for pressure situations?
Here's Lopez. Kick out to Kuzma. For 3 against Lewis. And that's a miss. 8 for 14 on the night.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Towns.
Lopez needs to hold down the defense and incredible wingspan to get that.
Antetokounmpo outside. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. And he'll shoot 1 more at the line. That one misses for Antetokounmpo. This possession could decide the game. Really have to be smart with the ball here. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Brunson looks it over. Pass to Anunoby. All sorts of time. Lillard on the dribble.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dominant mindset. That thing always ready to pounce. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make 1 extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that. Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Lillard turns shortly. one should be fun.
Here we go.
Out to Lillard. Drives to the hoop. Missed inside. Now Brunson. Counted. And foul. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Boy, whenever this team is needed, Jalen Brunson has been there right now. Complete command of this ball game.
Brunson, no good on the free throw. The Bucks trail. Pass to Kuzma. Lillard outside. On the tee. Good work defensively by Towns. The kick out to Brunson. And here's Hart. Defended by Lillard. Back to Brunson. Jacks up at three. Here's Anunoby. Second shot opportunity. Outside Brunson. 4 on the clock. Here's the floater. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Can't connect from short range. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Fires into the triple. Brunson got 5 points in the quarter.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he showed why. Big time shot.
Back to Lopez. Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 5. Right side, Anunoby. Back to Hart. And score! The free throw is.
And the stakes were high right there.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, Gonzalo. What a game.
To the paint. Here's Towns. Oh, missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. So it's Milwaukee now. Here's Brunson. And the Knicks miss again. And there's the call. Milwaukee Towns. That'll be the second foul of the game.
It just wasn't able to set up in time.
Here's Milwaukee. Now here's Antetokounmpo.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And no good. As the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good. 1-2 for